Hi, I'm Corey.
And I'm Mel.
Join us as we travel Australia with our daughter and our dog
In our 200 series Land Cruiser and our Jayco Journey Outback. Alright, welcome to this week's episode. If you watched last week's episode, you would know that you need to go back and watch the Boy Up Brook episode, which was in between last week and this week, but we actually featured it at the time. There was a link should have been a link last week's episode for that particular one. Anyway, today we're all about our trip then from WA into SA. So we have free camping, we have more interesting highways. So we had the Tin Horse Highway earlier on near Coolin. Now we're on the Horsepower Highway. The Nullarbor Plain. Did you know the Nullarbor Plain and the 90 Mile Straight are two different things? We had no idea. This trip surprised us. Next time we have to do this trip, it will be boring. We'll be like, oh, so boring. But for us, the first time, it was actually more interesting than what people make out. Blowholes. Did you know there was blowholes? Obviously, there's the Bundar Cliffs. There's a mountain range no one tells you about. We chucked in one of the Royal Flying Doctors airstrips because it's on the highway. If you didn't know, we came across these up in the NT first, possibly even Queensland, but we chucked that in as well. Obviously, you know, we were bored, we had to entertain ourselves. You will hear some interesting podcasts, some wild singing, music, some odd conversations during some of the footage in today's episodes. We found some old school playgrounds. They don't do it like that here on the East Coast anymore. It's all safety. Flies. This was our first encounter, the whole trip. First encounter with flies. What else? Oh, the Penong Outdoor Windmill Museum. We have some camping item reviews or review in this episode. I've written that down, but I can't remember exactly what it was. If there's also, while we're here, if there's anything you want to know information about that we said, oh, we've brought this, we'll give you a review once we've used it for a while and forgot to do that review, let us know, ask us, and we'll try and review it for you. What else? That's about it. Some crazy games we played, some snapshots of what sort of things we used to play games. So we had the map book out, just, you know, plucking, oh, where's this place, where's that place, and, you know, bit of a time challenge of spotting things in the map book. Obviously our Talk Travel Australia with Kids family quiz book came out. I had to remember what it was called. That's obviously always ends up in arguments. It gets a bit competitive, and that's about it what today is. So enjoy what I have to bring to you today, and I shall see you next week in South Australia. Okay, I'm gonna quickly do this. The joke is this is our favourite free camp in WA because we've now stayed here 3 times just by chance. So this is, if you're looking for an alright free camp in WA, it's an overnight stop. It's just a rest area beside the highway. We are 5 kilometres west of Ravensthorpe, so we're down in the south. So I'll switch it around. So that there is where you drive in, the rest area, and you drive in, and you drive pretty much straight ahead, we have snagged that spot all 3 times, and it is perfectly level. No chocks needed. So if you want a nice level spot, there you are. We stopped here on our way to Esperance, and then after leaving the farm on our way to Albany, we stopped here, and we've ended up, due to heat, not going to Kalgoorlie. Instead, we're coming back through Esperance. So here we are again. We know we don't have any issues. We've never had, there's always people in here. We got in, I think about 3:30 yesterday afternoon, and we got this spot. There is a mine just up the road, but only time you hear it when you go to bed, first go to bed. You don't hear it during the night, and today is the first time I've heard it in the morning when I woke up. So there you go. Well, yeah, there's a quick little bit of advice if you need it. Sorry, I'm on the phone.
Was it in the NT coming to WA? Yeah. Or was it in... Yeah, no, I think it was. So they make it nice and wide so cars have got room to get off the road. That'd be awesome to see. To have a plane coming in there. Look in your vision mirror and see a plane coming down behind you. They come and remove them. There's room to pull off. Directed me to page 31, F9, New South Wales, Blackwater.
Yeah.
Another airstrip.
I was just like, oh my god, how embarrassing. My son's become one of those lunatics on the ring apron.
Oh no. Hey, while we wrap this podcast up, have you got any tips to send us off?
I've got one.
Yep, fair.
So, a quick 30-second walk from where we were parked for the night, and we come across the Eucla Old Telegraph Station. So there it is, hidden amongst the sand dunes. Let's go and check it out. So a bit of a tip, if you're coming in here,
Don't come this way.
especially in the warmer months, fly protection, as you can see, and all that on, and these pair, they got their fly masks on, which they're pretty smart. The March flies are quite friendly as well, so yeah, might pay to lather up. So here we are at the old telegraph station. Would have been a spectacular building in its time. As you can see, the sand is slowly reclaiming it. You can still walk through. It's quite cool in here amongst the walls. You can see the amount of people engraving their names into the walls. Oh, hello. over in there. There's another dog behind us, not on a lead. Well, it's moving day again, and I just thought I'd do a quick video while I was packing up on two items that I wouldn't do without. One is our trusty sea gear mat. Now, we've had this particular mat for over 11 years. It is the 6 metre by 2.4 metre version, and if anybody's interested, it is the perfect size for a 19-foot Jayco Journey Outback. Fits perfectly underneath the awning. Reasons why we love it is it is super easy to keep clean. When we're packing up, I just get the broom out and sweep it. I have a little blower, it blows it off nice and easily as well. Packs up quite small, keeps the dust and the sand and the dirt and everything at bay. We're in a particularly dry paddock at the moment, plenty of burrs and prickles and all that around, but it protects you. Like, you can walk around in here without any shoes on and have no issues of not getting any burrs. Probably the only problem that we have with it, well, we don't have any problems with it. Bentley has problems with it. He does have trouble getting grip on it with his paws if he's trying to scratch himself or trying to sit up straight, especially when we're trying to put his harness on. When he's sitting up straight, he tends to find his paws just slip out from underneath him, which he does get a bit frustrated with. But yeah, other than that, it's good for him to lay on, keeps him cool, keeps him a little bit clean. And the other mat is our muck mat. I like it, especially having it in front of the door, and especially if we have a quick overnight stop where we don't put the muck mat down.
The sea gear mat.
Sorry, the sea gear mat down. It's good to have at the door, gives your feet a clean before you go inside. Mel's not 100% sold on it. The only word of warning I do have is if you do use both together, it can get a bit slippery. If you're in a bit of a hurry, coming down, put one foot on it.
Even if you just step on it the wrong way.
Gives the old hammies a bit of a workout. Just one thing to be careful of. Other than that, I love that. Shake it off, roll it up, put it away. It's good. But yeah, so if you are in the market for a good quality mat, these things aren't cheap, but This thing's 11 years old. It's probably older than 11 years old, but that's as far back as we can remember, and it still works perfectly. Hasn't, like, it's
There's holes somewhere in it.
It's had a run in with a lawnmower, but that's all it did. It virtually stopped the lawnmower, and that's all it did was that little tear there. So
Oh, and did it take the ring?
oh yeah, it took the ring off.
Took one of those off.
And that tear, but it actually stopped the lawnmower. So yeah.
And then we've put tent pegs through it, haven't we?
Put
Is that a
10
hole there?
Yeah. We've had our old caravan. The awning didn't come out as far, so for us to peg it down, we actually had to peg down through the mat.
First time we did that,
Oh yeah, we were stressing about it because but no, none of the holes have spread or anything like that. It's fantastic. We absolutely love it. I love the muck mat. Mel's not a fan yet. She's still growing.
jury's still out.
And yeah, hold on. I'll grab the camera and she can tell you her problems.
So I'm filming
Yep.
my bit.
Yep.
So I know how dirty it gets inside. So I'm still vacuuming every day, which when we first got it, it was probably every second or third day. It gets obviously dog hair and human hair in it, and I try and get it out as much as I can, but it's hard and there's still hair all through it. So if anyone knows how to get the hair out of these mats, let me know. And I think that's what's stopping it from working. Plus, if it's out in the rain, it takes a long time for it to, like, there's holes. If you haven't got one, there are holes in it for the water to drain through, but because it's so thick, it's hard. Let me see if I can, the only way I can work out, it's like trying to pull, like I've got a little bit of hair there, and that's the only way I can work out, is just pulling it like that. So yeah, I'm not convinced because of that. And yeah, from when we first got it to now, yeah, so the jury's still out. I'm still, it's meant to stop the sand going inside and stuff, but there's still sand going inside, so that's why I'm still out. But it does feel nice on your feet. That's all I can say about it.
And just on a side note, it's not my hair.
Sorry, Corey's so dark, I've got to swap
And
sides.
just a side note, it's not my hair getting stuck in it, so I'm not to blame. So cheers guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow us on all our socials, and yeah, we'll see you on the next one.